Hey YouTube, what's up? It's me, Talking Weekly. Welcome to another episode of my Recoms. Now on your screen now we have the rules for my Recoms. If you're new here, have not seen the episode yet, please pause right now so you can enter for the rules, and let's get on with the video. Yo guys, so as you can see on your screen we have Black Bullet for the episode, so let's get in. You guys probably, hopefully already saw the last episode where I did have to make a kill. We finally moved on to the B-Block. So let's tell you, did you like the ODP anime we have with Black Bullet? But let's get in. I'm sure you guys are all familiar now with the new structure I've done for my Recoms, so yeah, let's do this. First we have the narrative as always. So, in the near future humans have been defeated by the viral parasites named Gastera. They have been exiled to a small territory and live in the space side by side in terror. Oh, that sounds shit, fuck. In this world trapped by darkness, Rento, a boy living near Tokyo and member of the civil security, an organization specializing in fighting against the Gastera, is used to accomplishing dangerous tasks. His partner is Enju, a precious young girl. They fight thanks to their peculiar powers until one day when they receive a special assignment from the government. This top secret mission is to prevent the destruction of Tokyo, set in the near future. With this thrilling action story starts now. Sick. So as you... Oops. Alright, so as you've already guessed, this is Rento, this is Enju. Enju has a peculiar power. It's revealed in like the first couple episodes, so it's not a huge spoiler, it's just like a more tutorial if you will. Basically she's called a cursed child and she has red eyes. You can just about see it, her eyes are pretty red here. And yeah, through that she could basically attack, I can't remember the power exactly, but it's like she could, in a sense, see a Gastera's weak point or something like that. I don't know, I mean, she gets the eyes, she gets like the red eyes, so clearly it's used for something. I'm just guessing at this point. I've seen the anime, I just can't really remember it because it was quite a while ago and maybe not that great. Alright, so now that the narrative is done, let's move on to the characters. So characters, as you see from like the last video, I'm gonna be like on this side and then on this side I'll have like the characters, yeah. You get it. So, first character we're obviously going to be talking about would be pretty much the third-ish character. Like, obviously I'll be talking about Rento and Enju, but Kisara is the character I want to talk about now. She is the... Okay, so obviously I don't want to give away on any spoilers at all because it's a spoiler-free series, as you guys know that. However, I will say this, that she is Rento's boss. She basically is the leader of the branch of the Tendo family branch that Rentaro and Enju belong to. They belong to, like this, as it says there, the civil, as it says like on the page, the civil security, as I already showed you. So Rentaro and Enju both work for Kisara, and as you can see her, she is, she kind of looks a little bit like Mio from K-On! It's just a lot more serious, I gotta say. Like, take Mio and then add like a Sword Art Online kind of style of art, and then you have Kisara. And she's a very interesting character, I gotta say. Like, a lot more interesting when it comes to like the later episodes. In the start she's shown really bossy, and yeah, that's all I can say. She's just shown as a typical boss character. Has a great story with Rento and the other characters, and want to find out more, watch the anime. Alright, now we're gonna move on to Enju, because she's the second main character, obviously the lead female role, but second main character behind Rentaro, obviously the main character. But yeah, now we got Enju. So with Enju, she is, well, what can I say, the lolly of the anime. Although to be honest, this anime is basically like filled with lollies. It's overflown with them. Like, as you see, Enju is not the only lolly. She's not the only one in Black Bullet. There will be loads of lollies. So if you don't like that, I don't think you will like this show. But if you do, if you're into that, then by all means enjoy it. And hell, the show's got a lot of good action anyway. It's not all about the lollies, yeah. But she's a great character, a great poster girl for the show. And her story's okay-ish. I mean, she's a cursed child, so she's gonna have a bad story. Well, not really bad, but a sad one at least. And I don't know, the combat's cool, I guess, and just watching her as a character, it's alright. I like seeing her, I gotta say. I like seeing the character development that went on with her, and just watching her as a character was good. So I'm sure you guys love it as well. Just, watch them. Obviously the first episode is down in the description, as it always is. And next we move on to Rentaro. So here we have Rentaro. He's a great character. You obviously can't tell what his somewhat power is just from looks, I mean, I'm sure some of you might be thinking, oh, he must be like a great marksman or something like that. Who knows? That may be the case. I'm not going to say what his power is. It might be that. It might be something else completely retardedly different. Who knows? But what I can say is he's a typical main character. If I had to obviously compare him to anyone else, you know who I'm going to compare him to, and that is obviously Eren Yeager. Now, those two are completely, like, so based off, well, not really so based off each other, but more like, they literally took Rento and they literally took Eren and based him, based Rento off Eren. That's what they did. And it really does piss me off that they did that. Like, Rento is basically almost not even original. Like, with Eren, you know, trying to kill the Titans because of what they did to his mother, Rento is trying to kill the Gastera because of what happened to his parents. I mean, it's quite similar, I gotta say. I don't know, I can't remember if that was the only reason why he was killing the Gastera. There might be another hidden reason. If there is, let me know in the comments below so that I can understand it better, because I don't actually fully understand all these animes. I need some help from you guys to help me understand them. That would be very much helpful. And yeah, that's it for the characters done. Nothing more I can really say for Winter, so that's it for the characters. Now we move on to the pros and cons. So, pros for Black Bullet, I mean, they're pretty simple. I gotta say, one of them, the first one has to be the fact that there's so many lollies. Look, I've got nothing wrong, like nothing against the lollies. I mean, they're fun to watch, really fun how they're played, and I just really like how society sees it in the real world, how society sees someone as a lolicon or whatever, and a lolita. I just love how society sees it in our world, and it's just so funny to see in anime, because anime is literally where it originated and everything, so it's just so goddamn funny to me. I'm not taking a mick out of anything, I love lollies so much, but I don't know, there's just something about them, you know? Like, just seeing the way they're portrayed in this is so cool. Seeing like lollies fight is so sick. So literally that has to be the first pro right there. Second pro has to be, well, links to that, the action is amazing. I mean, not really to Attack on Titan standards. I feel like the action in Attack on Titan was a bit better, a bit more gory, and a bit more to the standards of an action. But I feel like Black Bullet did pretty well for like a 12 rated audience. If they were hoping for anything higher, they did a really poor job then. But for a 12 plus audience, they did pretty decent, not even gonna lie. So I think they did alright with that. The action is pretty good. It's not exactly there all the time, but it's not exactly little. Like, it's just the right amount where you're like, oh, this is really cool, but it's not too much, you know? Like, for example, Naruto just gives us sometimes way too much action, and it just gets kind of boring. And then you just have like loads of fillers with no action at all, and then you're like, give us the action already. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the second pro. Third pro has to probably be the story. I mean, the story it's not great, okay? I'm just gonna be real here, it's not great, but it's good. And I like it. Okay, actually, forget story, I mean, how about character development? That makes more sense. I think character development is a better thing to say, because the characters do develop pretty well. Well, in a sense. It's like character development is both a pro and a con. Yeah, that's going to be the first con as well. So, first con has to be character development, because at the same time, it's good. I like how the characters change, but at the same time, some characters do not change at all. And it really pissed me off. Actually, there was one character who changed completely, and I really don't like how that character turned out. Not going to reveal who he or she is, but yeah. A character turned out, and I really am not happy with how that character turned out. But there were other characters which turned out great, other characters which turned out shit. What can I say? Nothing more than that. Next con, I mean, I guess, just to be, you know, fair, I guess, is that lollies is, in a sense, a con to most people, because I see why it's a con. However, I don't really see it that bad, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just really spouting nonsense. I guess we can take that as a second con, and then third con is obvious. This anime is literally a copy of Attack on Titan. Like, you know when you get into like, I don't know, like a fighting game, and you see like a character, then you see like a clone character of that same character. It's just that. That's exactly how I feel. I feel like I've seen Attack on Titan, and then I watch Black Bullet, and I'm like, this is like the same thing. Why am I watching this? Like, I've seen animes which are based off other animes, like Sword no Method, which was basically based off Anohana, the base idea, but Sword no Method did it so well. Black Bullet has not done it well at all. Look at the opening, the colour scheme is like taken from Attack on Titan, it sucks. Rentaro is based on Attack on Titan. Okay, the only thing Attack on Titan was missing was that Mikasa wasn't a lolly. If Mikasa was a lolly, then literally Attack on Titan would probably easily sue the people of Attack on Titan who made Attack on Titan would probably easily sue the people who made Black Bullet if Mikasa was a lolly or if Enji wasn't a lolly. I feel like that's the only reason. I don't know, everything else is basically the same, although Rentaro doesn't have an Armin and there's no Levi. Yeah, there's no Levi there. And yeah, I can't think of any other similarities, I gotta say. Nah, well, I mean like, Black Bullet isn't completely based off Attack on Titan, it's just that it's really, really similar and I really don't like that. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there who have seen Attack on Titan and haven't watched Black Bullet, oh, well, no, my bad, the other man, who have seen Black Bullet but have not watched Attack on Titan. I'm sure for those people, Black Bullet is just this original action parasite anime, probably. But to me, the feeling is gone. It's like the feeling I had when I watched Attack on Titan, I was like, oh my god, this is so sick. And then like, when I'm watching Black Bullet, I'm like, this is pretty cool, but it feels a little bit familiar. And then, like, halfway through, I think it was, I was like, oh shit, this is based on Attack on Titan. Like, I know, it's most definitely not actually based on Attack on Titan, it's just that it feels that way, and when the feeling's there, what can you do, alright? But yeah, that's it for the pros and cons, and that's it for the entire video, guys. Now it's up to you guys, the viewers, the fans, if you guys want to watch the anime Black Bullet. I mean, I know I'm like a little bit down putting it down, saying it's all bad and all based on Attack on Titan. That doesn't mean you shouldn't watch it. I mean, like, I did have fun watching the anime, despite not really having the feeling of it, not really having the feeling of, you know, excitement with the anime. I did enjoy it. It was really good. It was a nice change for the action genre, I feel, because mostly you don't really see a lolly anime nowadays, I don't feel, because of how controversial the topic is with Japan and society. But nonetheless, I feel like it was a great anime to watch. Watch Black Bullet if you guys want to. I will leave the first episode down below in the description. Check it out, because why not, right? I can't see a reason why you would, you know, disregard it unless you just don't want it. It's a great action anime, so give it your shot. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Leave a like if you guys like the video. If you dislike, and tell me in the comments below so I know I can improve on. Comment anything, just any feedback from you guys would be very much appreciated. And yeah, it's gonna be it for me, guys. So come at me, bro. Come at me. Come fucking at me. I won't be warning you. Wanna fight? You wanna fight? Hmm?